I placed an advert in the Facebook while looking for an electrician because one of my dog's playing with me. One of my plugs were playing up, or the socket I should say was playing up. And what I did, I put an advert in, and I had quite a few overwhelming response. But what's interesting was that a woman responded and says, oh, she can give me a breakdown, the cost, etc. The others were obviously 99.9 males. Now, immediately, I thought to myself that I would choose her. And the reason being is that obviously in her kind of profession, it's obvious she's going to face sexism. She's going to face, some kind of sick joke, that, women, should not be engineers. They should not be electricians, etc. So I thought, okay, I'm going to support her business, because she has to struggle. Being a woman, she has to struggle much harder than men in that profession. So you could argue, am I being sexist? Of course not, because you can guarantee that she experiences it every single day of her life. You can guarantee that she faces sexist discrimination, from men who find her a threat. And this issue still continues. A woman working in a man's world, they're going to face sexism. So, of course, you're not going to be able to say, well, because I'm supporting a woman's business, that I'm sexist, when from day one, systems are put into place where women are victimized and not being able to reach their full potential. So I'm going to support her. Let's say, for instance, it was 50-50. There were men 50 and women 50 in the electrical world, the engineering world, and I chose to support men. Then I'd be sexist because, there's even playing field. But there's not. There's not. So I'm going to support her and give her the business. It's the same thing with black businesses. People argue, oh, something, you're being racist by supporting, black business. No, you're not. Because when it comes down to bank loans, etc., and support, you don't get that kind of support. So the level playing field is not the same. So you cannot be done for discrimination where you're trying to help a disadvantaged group. Only those in power would play that kind of mind games. Only those in power would manipulate the language so that they remain in power, full stop. Women were told that, oh, you're brainless, you can't do this. Women were told it's a man's world. Women were told you can't do this because you're not clever enough. So you want to support women's business and you see the sexist. You can see the power structure and those who are behind it using language in order to stay at top of the food chain. I had Sky TV put into my house 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it was a female engineer. So women are doing good. They are challenging the stereotype that only men can, do all these scientific things and they're only good for the kitchen. In all my relationships, right? It probably does will surprise you. I'm creative. I play the piano. I write poetry. You know, the women wear the trousers in my relationship because I have a feminine side. So I'm not going to say, well, you know something, I'm going to stay single. When it comes to DIY, I'm useless. When it comes to putting things together, I'm useless. But it's interesting. You know, I seem to attract the women who are masculine minded, who are scientific minded, and the relationship works out perfect. Really perfect. Because I'm useless to things like that. So the idea that I can't support vulnerable groups does not make any sense. It does not make me sexist. It does not make me racist. It makes me humane because I'm giving people a chance of those already at top of the food chain or want to stay there.